Good day, IT pros and tech savvy persons. It's your girl Riri, bringing you another INFOSEC security alert. This weekend we have Bed Bath & Beyond who was phished. So this story is going to be pretty short and sweet, not too complicated, but the rating at the end will be the most interesting thing here. So the home goods giant store had to file what was called an 8K filing to the U.S. and Securities Exchange Commission following a successful attempt targeting an employee in October. So the store learned that an attacker had, quote unquote, as stated in the filing, improperly accessed business data. After an employee fell victim to the phishing scheme, the data on that employee's hard disk and other shared drives were in the hacker's hands for an extended amount of time. So let's pause for a minute and discuss what is an 8K filing. It's a form known as Form 8K called the Current Report, and it is a report that companies must file with the SEC to announce a major event that shareholders should know about. Major companies generally have 4 days to file the Form 8K if an event occurs that triggers a requirement for the filing. So, a couple interesting things here. Bed Bath & Beyond didn't file it within the 4 days of the event, and the requirements that would trigger such an event are pretty substantial. However, in the report, they've deemed it as improper access. And I'm going to go ahead and give the pause there. More than just phishing, that sounds fishy. Okay, so the hack. Bed Bath and Beyond did not actually say what the hack was, name the hacker, um, or say what was impacted. So just going off of past and kind of knowing where what may have occurred, this may have been what was a Windows hard disk at high risk phishing attempt. So in this particular hack, the Windows hard disk at high risk is a technical support scam, which is promoted on a deceptive website. So again, the user may get an email, click on any links. It's probably an alert, something that's going on in the hard drive. The scam website of this type are usually used to extort money, ransomware, things like that. But it just may redirect you to another type of software where it's going to ask you to log in some credentials, um, take your credentials, and then log into your local station using that information that you entered in. Um, Not super sophisticated, but as said in the past, they work. So we don't know that that's for sure what happened, but otherwise, how would they have gotten into the local hard disk of this person? So we're going to go with that. So BBB acknowledges that its investigation was ongoing, but claimed that there was no reason to assume that any sensitive data, personally identifiable information, PII, has been obtained or that cybersecurity issues would have a major impact on companies. Their chief legal officer, Arlene Hong, declined to specify, how much data was taken, what kind of data the attacker was able to access, or how long they were in the system. Um, it is unknown whether the business data are technical tools, log files, or other signs of exfiltration. And that's pretty much it as far as what they're stating outside of the SEC filing. So additionally, BBB declined to offer any additional details regarding the phishing incident or the cybersecurity safeguards that they're going to put in place um, against similar events. Now, the other interesting thing that um, this comes in almost 2 years, very close to 2 years after another incident occurred in October 29th in 2019, where less than 1% of customer accounts were compromised. They claimed that no customer payment cards were impacted and no PII was taken, but 1% of online accounts had been accessed, had their information accessed. So, just commentary, this goes to show, I think I did this in my last report. Phishing works and it's typically repeated. So, most likely, who attempted this in 2019 knew that there were some vulnerabilities and did a repeated attempt. And if it wasn't the same individuals, just knowing that they have not done anything to bolster their infrastructure, someone else may have come behind and done the same thing. So it's rating time, and it's apparent the rating here is a thumbs down, a big old thumbs down for the following reasons. Nothing was done to inform their customers of the phishing attack. There's not much on their website. There isn't anything on their website. And the only notice that was generated was because they had to do the SEC filing. Additionally, was because they just recently had attack, and it doesn't seem much was done to bolster their infrastructure to avoid another attack. Now, we don't know specifically what internal things were done, but it doesn't appear too much because here within about 3 years, here we have another attack on information again. So things to look into. So if again you're transferring skills, looking to pick up skills, things that you can take from this particular report is I think the Securities Exchange and their involvement in cybersecurity events. The SEC has been doing a very large hiring lately for information technology professionals, and it's for these reasons, these types of reports that are filed to review and follow up and categorize when these types of events happen. So even though SEC, that's a financial institution, there's a big piece that they deal with as far as cybersecurity as well. So um, another feature that I'm going to start doing is featuring where you can get some education from. Education and moving into whether you're moving into cybersecurity or whether you're polishing up your skills or learning a new one is extremely costly. So my advice personally is to see what you can get out there for free first and then look into certifications. There's lots of free things um, out there, and I'm going to start to highlight them. No, I'm not paid by any of these companies that I'll be highlighting, and I'll make that disclaimer every time. But just as a community and sharing, I think that's just a good move to a good thing to promote. So the first thing I want to feature, first organization I want to feature, are community colleges. And there's one that I've recently learned about called Eastern Gateway Community College. And Eastern Gateway has a number of free programs. Now you have to look in and see if you qualify for the free programs, but there are community colleges like this one, local ones, that offer free learning. If you are, you could be a part of a union, you can be a part of a credit union or a working union. Um, it could be based off of financial things as well, where you could go in and get some education for free. Eastern Gateway, I'm highlighting because you can actually get a associate's degree through their particular university, and it's actually accredited. So you could go through if you qualify. They actually offer an information technology program where they feature courses in A+, Security Plus, and Linux certifications that you could qualify for. And that is, I think that's a great segue into the cybersecurity world. Um, if you're already in and have transferable skills, and you could get a certification like this, and an associate's degree, I think that would be awesome. So I'm not going to talk too much there. I'll provide the link in the description for this particular program. Um, Keep your eye out for other things and share in the community. Of course, the goal here is to build a community to get it larger. So, like, share, subscribe, and share any learning resources that you can. One of the things I do actually share in this channel as well are books and resources. And in those resources, there's a lot of information there as far as what's going on in the industry. So take a look at some of those as well. So that is all for now. Until the next, I got a couple other reports to do this weekend. So keep an eye out for those as well. Bye bye.